What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan with Get Rich or Die Mowing, and I'm going to go over the question on everyone's mind. How much can you actually make mowing? I'm going to go over how much you make in year one as a solo operator, year two, three, so on and so forth. And you might be wondering, why are you sitting on a lawnmower in a frozen tundra yard? I'm suffering to give you guys a beautiful shot. It just came a blizzard in Texas. It doesn't happen often, so I figured I'd share it with you instead of sitting in my nice warm living room. Enjoy. Also, as a side note, if you're wondering why I have the sunglasses on, it's super bright. I really forgot how bright snow was. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to it. Anyway, moving on. Now, this is actually going to probably be a very short video because the answer to how much money can you make in 1 year as a solo operator is quite simple. You just take how many hours are in one day? 24. How much money can you make in 1 hour? Let's average it out and say 100. 100 times 24, $2,400 daily times 365 days a year. That's $876,000. So there's your answer, $876,000. Give or take maybe a few thousand, but that should be about what you bring in your first year. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Be sure to like, sub, do all of those things, hit all those buttons, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. That might be a little overshoot in year one. We might have to tone it back just a hair. But on the serious side, if you're new to this channel, if you recently subbed because you saw one of the shorts that's kind of funny, I hope that you do stick around. We're going to give some serious tips, but also do it with like a lighthearted flair. I like to have fun and joke around, so don't take what I say too seriously unless I'm being actually serious. If you are like me, you probably already have a full-time job, and you're wondering, how can I either get out of what I'm doing and mow yards as a full-time career, or can I do yards as a part-time gig and make some good extra money? I'm going to go over it as though it were a full-time job because that's what I've been doing. You can kind of break down the hours and take away what you need to apply it to your situation, but I'm going to give you the basics of it right now. All right, the first of our calculations actually is true to what I was talking about earlier, just not so extreme, and that is how many hours a day are you going to be able to work? I would recommend starting with 10. 10 is a good, safe number. If the weather is nice, it's not rainy, you should be able to get in 10 hours of solid work. Also, if you have employees, you're going to find that they don't want to work more than 10 hours, especially during the hot summer months. It's going to be hard to keep them around on a regular basis. Maybe they can hack it for a few days. Anyway, 10, round number, easy to calculate. So if we take 10 hours per day, the next thing to factor up is how many yards do we think that we could get in one day? I would say to shoot for 1 yard per hour. Obviously, it's going to vary. If you have 3-acre properties as your norm, you're not going to be doing that. If you have a tiny residential neighborhood where you can knock out yards in 15 minutes, your number could be higher. But when you factor in time driving around, when you factor in time mode, let's just, for the sake of a round number, say that you're doing 1 yard per hour. That's 10 yards a day. I've also found that 10 is super doable. You can do that and not get burned out. You make enough money, you stay ahead. 10 is about right. The next thing we have to figure out is how much are we going to be charging per yard? This is going to vary greatly, as I've talked about in earlier videos. If you have a crew of 4, you're going to be charging a lot more than if you're a crew of 1. It's going to vary, but let's just keep it simple numbers. Let's say $75 an hour is your average. Maybe you got some $50 yards. Maybe you have some $100 yards. Let's just average them out and say, for the sake of argument, $75 is your average yard. You're going to work 10 hours a day times 75. That's $750 a day. The next thing we're going to have to figure out is how many days a week are we going to be working? Let's just say 5. We're just keeping it all nice and rounded, zeros and fives. 5 days a week. It's $750 a day, 5 days a week. That's $3,750 a week. That's not bad, right? If you go ahead and times that by 52 weeks a year, that brings you to $195,000 a year. That's a pretty fine salary, right? Why is everybody not out here rolling around on mowers and getting dirty and sweaty? They could all be wealthy soon. Well, hang on. Let's look at cost and expenses. All right, the first thing that we're going to have to subtract off of our lovely $195,000 a year salary is we're not going to be working all year long. We're not going to be working for sure during the winter. Maybe we'll do some Christmas lights. Maybe we'll do some landscaping jobs. Maybe we'll do some leaf rake up. But for the majority of the winter, we're not going to count that as our base salary. That's going to be, in my area, at least 12 weeks. Generally, the end of November All of December, all of January, and February are a no-go. It's vacation time. That is 12 weeks that we're going to have to take out at $3,750. That's $45,000 gone. That puts us at a cool $150,000 left. Still, that's not bad, right? It gets worse. Next, we have to calculate our fuel cost. You're going to have to fuel up your truck. You're going to have to fuel up your mowers. You're going to have to fuel up your weed eater and your blower, unless you're using electric in California, in which case, God bless you. But for me personally, and my route density is pretty tight, I spend about $30 a day on gas. That's just a rough average. If I'm doing larger properties or if I'm driving somewhere more, hauling stuff that's heavy, it might go up, but about 30 bucks a day. That's about $150 a week just on gas cost. Times that by 36 weeks, which was a number that seems about right. That seems about like how many weeks a year I'm working for sure. You take 150 times 36, you're at $5,400 for the year that you are spending just on gasolina. So, just for the sake of rounding it up, let's say 5,500 is what you're going to be spending. So, that puts us at $144,500 left. Let's just say 145,000 is what we have left. Let's just say 145,000. That's what we're at. But now we have to factor in the bad weather days, and there's going to be more than a few of those. This one is really hard to calculate. Every year is different. You have to hope that the weather cooperates with you. Hopefully you don't get weeks where it's just rain back to back to back and it starts to puddle up and customers tell you to not come out, because that's when it really starts to hurt. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you are going to miss 2 full weeks a year of work because of the weather. Usually it's going to be rain. It could also be because of drought and the grass is not growing, but generally it's rain. Around here, 2 weeks would be on the optimistic side. Usually, especially like April, May, it's going to be pretty wet. So at $3,750 a week times 2, that's another $7,500 taken out. You are at, whatever the math shows here, $137,500 left. Still, it's not bad, right? Let's go ahead and wipe out another $10,000 for expenses. That's going to be your blades, your weed eater string, your tires, your tire slime, your belts, your when your mower breaks and you have to carry it into the shop to get a new spindle or whatever the issue is. It's also going to be stuff like your marketing, your website. Website's going to be probably $25 to $50 a month for the hosting as well as the design of it and the name. If you pay extra for Google ads or Facebook ads or YouTube ads, or you buy clothes for your company, custom hats, custom shirts, custom stickers for your truck, let's just say 10 grand. That's pretty much a reasonable estimate.
So once I got back inside the house and started to edit the footage, I realized that I had clicked off of my camera when I thought I was actually shooting the next scene. So instead of going back outside and freezing, I'm just going to talk about it. I'll make it brief. Taxes. About a third of what you make is going to be just wiped away on taxes if you're doing it correctly and legally, which you should be doing. It's a bad deal for us. It seems like a ripoff. It is, but it's life. So go ahead and take off about $30,000 from that total on taxes. Then I went on to say that this is assuming that you already have customers lined up. You don't. You're a year one guy. You don't have any customers lined up. You're not going to hit the ground running in March and have 10 yards a day. You'll have 0 yards a day. And the yards that you will get are going to be the ones that are leftovers that somebody else passed on. The point is that you can't expect to make $100,000 on year one. So you're probably wondering, what can I realistically make on year one as a solo operator, lawn care business owner? My answer to you would be probably between $40,000 and $55,000, depending on your work ethic, how fast you get customers, how good of a salesman you are, and what other services are offered. That's a realistic number to shoot for.
Year 2 is where you should have learned a lot from the previous year. You should start out with a full batch of customers already, or at least close to it. You'll always take some new ones at the beginning of the year till you fill up. Maybe you're somebody who never says no. You just work late. You work into the evening hours and just really grind because you're focused and you're tired of being broke and poor. If you are, that's great. Uh, Year 2, the biggest thing that's going to change is you'll probably start offering more services. You'll probably be more comfortable doing landscape bids, which year 1 can be very intimidating. When people are dropping you a check for $5,000 and $10,000 and it's something that you've never actually done, it is intimidating. By year 2, you'll have that experience to bid it correctly, to know that you're not going to be underbidding the property and losing money out of your own pocket. So those are the biggest things that will change. You'll also probably offer fertilization services at the very beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year. Services to get rid of weeds, which is a big profitable service. It's a great service. I make more on that than almost any other service. But those two things there will get you going at the very beginning of the year and keep you rolling through the beginning of the winter, honestly. Then you'll also do, little things like hedges. You'll start getting money to buy a chainsaw. You might do some limbs. Uh, there's all kinds of projects you can do as far as flower beds and pavers and patio stuff, gutters. Really, it's limitless. It's just how much do you want to get involved with it and do. That stuff is all super profitable. That's going to make your revenue go up. And I know there's all kinds of videos out there that have gone viral where it shows guys that can make $200,000 on year one by just mowing yards. You can just do 20 yards a day, make 200 grand a year. It's not realistic. I've said it a million times. I'll keep saying it. The mowing is not going to make you rich. It's the landscaping, it's the other projects that are going to get you money. But the mowing gets you in the front door. I've said it every single video, and I'm going to keep saying it. It's true. How much can you actually make in year two? I'm not going to put a number on it because it's limitless, honestly. Year one, I do think is capped just because you're starting out, you're getting your feet wet. Year two, you should be really getting the hang of it, and you should have decided if this is for you or not. Also, you may be growing so fast that you add on workers. You may be adding on a fleet, trucks, trailers. You might have even gotten a warehouse to store it all in. There's so many factors, but I would say year two and beyond, it's limitless. So that's pretty much it for this video. Uh, can't feel my toes or fingers. I do not like cold weather. Hopefully winter is very brief and we're at the tail end of it. It doesn't really look that way. But anyway, hopefully this video was helpful and it gave you a realistic idea of what you can expect to make if you're interested in starting a lawn care business. Do I recommend it? Not really. I think there's other professions that are a lot better with more benefits that are easier. But if you're somebody who loves being outside, who loves being around grass and lawn care, maybe it's up your alley. Maybe it's the perfect job for you. I've been in it 10 years now and I'm still here. I still enjoy it. I still get up out of bed fresh and I don't really dread going to work ever. That's the reason I still do it. It makes me happy. But you'll have to decide if it's for you and if it makes sense because it's 10 years later and I'm not rich. That's why I'm making YouTube videos, trying to make some extra money. So, if you're looking to get wealthy, just buy stocks and bonds and Bitcoin. But if you want some exercise, if you like people, if you like doing the work, maybe it's for you. Hopefully this video was helpful, guys. If it was, please drop a like, share it, do all those things. Hit all those buttons, smash it, attack it, kick it. I'll keep making more. Please let me know in the comment section if I forgot something, if my tips are wrong, if my math is wrong. It very well could be. I'll answer you back. We'll talk about it. Tell me what else you want me to go over. What other topics are burning a hole in your brain that you want me to cover as a potential new lawn care business owner, or if you have experience. Drop a comment, guys. All right, that's it. See you later.